commissioners in Captain Ramsey's office with the district attorney. I'll tell him you're here.
Thank you.
May I bring you some coffee?
No, thank you. I'll be fine.
Excuse me.
I still say it's premature. Robert, it's obvious that Leo's motive for murder was blackmail. So why are you stalling? Let's move.
Look, I want to indict him as much as you do. I want it to stick. It will. Yeah, it will. If I do walk around with it. That's only... Hello. Sergeant said you were here.
It's all right. I know how busy you are.
I'm afraid I'm the one who's been occupying your husband's time. I apologize.
Oh, please don't. I was just in the area running an errand anyway. I just popped in to say hello.
Well, good. If you can wait a few minutes, we'll have some coffee.
Yes, fine. You two, go ahead.
We haven't much more to discuss. Robert, I am absolutely convinced that we should proceed against Leo. And I think we should bring Mrs. Whitby and Mrs. Barrington in here today and get formal statements that Leo was blackmailing them.
I wouldn't. I don't think you realize quite how complex this case is.
How?
I'm not prepared to say just yet.
Well, I'm bringing Leo in anyway. Now, you're welcome to sit in. It's your choice, Robert. You know if you cooperate now, it'll be easier for you later.
Keep talking. I don't know what you're fishing for.
I think you do.
Time's a wasting.
We sent for you, not the other way around.
But I'm not being held for questioning, right?
That could be arranged.
In which case, I'm sure you'd be willing to read me my rights.
You know your rights. You've probably heard them a dozen times in your life.
No comment.
Then comment on this. Beatrice was murdered. And I am telling you to your face that you are the prime suspect.
Am I? I don't believe I've heard any grounds for that.
Well, we're prepared to prove you were blackmailing Amanda Barrington and Sylvia Whitby.
It's news to me.
Leo, it's to your own advantage to cooperate.
This is where I came in.
Sorry that we're boring you.
Hey, listen, we press charges, you'll perk up.
I don't think you have enough to press charges for an illegal parking ticket, no less homicide.
Do you deny you were blackmailing those two ladies?
I certainly do.
Did they give you money for any reason?
I deny everything and anything. You want to throw in the time of day? I deny that too.
Are you denying that you had any involvement whatsoever in Beatrice LeSueur's murder?
You got it.
And with blackmail?
Don't you listen? I don't even know why I'm here, or why I'm being accused of anything.
I told you. You are the prime suspect.
But you haven't got a thing, have you? You know why?
And what is your theory?
Because if you had, I wouldn't be sitting here free to go. At the very least, you'd hold me on suspicion.
Well, that might be sooner than you think. Suppose I put Amanda Barrington and Sylvia Whitby on the stand, and suppose they both swear, under oath, that you were blackmailing them. Who is the jury going to believe, Leo? Two solid, outstanding citizens of this community, or you? Think about it.
Must I?
You're pretty cocky.
We're a long way from a courtroom, Mr. D.A. I don't think you got an indictment. I don't think you're going to get one either. Not on me.
Robert, tell the man what a mistake he's making.
If I were you, Leo, I'd take the district attorney at his word.
Fine. But you're not me. Excuse me, are we through?
One final word. I am prepared to get statements from Mrs. Barrington and Mrs. Whitby. And when they nail you, Leo, this case is going to fall like dominoes from that moment on.
Excuse me.
I wanted to delay it for a while.
We've already talked about that.
If only there was some other way.
Well, there isn't. This morning, I'm going to go over to the DA's office and confess my part in Beatrice's murder.
Holly.
There's no choice anymore. I have to.
Look, just wait until the coroner's final report is in.
You said it was going to be in today.
Hopefully.
Well, then there's no point in putting it off any longer.
We don't know what's going to be in that report.
It doesn't make any difference. Even if they find a new drug in Beatrice's body, it doesn't change what I have to do.
I don't like jumping the gun.
Robert, I should have stepped forward 4 weeks ago.
Damn it, you're my wife and you might go to prison.
Well, then why prolong the agony? We already know the worst. Let's get it over and done with.
Do you know how much I love you?
I think so.
You're the most important person in my life. The only person.
Robert, look at me.
I can't. I feel like I'm betraying you.
You're not. I brought this on myself.
I think about losing you.
Robert, please look at me.
Do you know what this is doing to me?
Yes, I
You're so gutsy about it. Me, I'm a nervous wreck. It's just like a trip to the dentist for you.
do. Well, it's not a firing squad either, though, is it?
That's exactly what it could be.
Robert, I've made up my mind. I'm ready. And right now, I need your strength so badly.
I'll be there for you. All the way through it.
I know.
I'll find a way out of this. I promise you.
Oh, Robert. Holly, I didn't expect you.
I guess we should have warned you. I was hoping we could talk.
Sure, of course. Whatever you want to discuss. Have a seat.
This is, very difficult.
Is that coroner's report in yet?
Well, 5 minutes ago. They said that they were sending one to your office as well.
I hadn't had a chance to check in, may I?
Sure, go ahead.
It says here they found a new drug.
The 5th, in addition to the 4 already found.
I was right then.
Oh, please don't rub it in. I'm sure it comes as no surprise to you that your husband is a very wary person. As much as I hate to admit it, sometimes his excessive caution drives me absolutely crazy.
I believe you called it foot drag,
Did I say that?
among other things.
Well, depends on what hat you're wearing, what you know, when you know it. Everybody has their own vantage point.
Yeah, where were we?
The coroner's report.
Oh, the coroner said that this new drug is definitely a contributing factor to death. So he's going to run some tests on it and see exactly where it fits in.
That gives us more time then.
I'm afraid so.
Well, I guess we'll just have to wait.
If I could interrupt.
Please.
Holly,
Not going to make any difference, you know. I might as well say my piece.
Excuse me. Hello? Yes, he is. Sure. Hold on. It's Captain Ramsey.
Yes, Bert, look, this is a kind of an important meeting.
What? No. No, I'll get right on it. Yeah, thank you.
We've got to go. There's been some sort of a disaster in a city hall. We've got to meet at General Hospital. We'll talk to you later.
Sure.
I can't give you an accurate count of the victims, but there must be at least 100.
Where are you putting them?
Wherever we
confined space. Every OR is in use and every doctor's been called in.
What's this to do with a mix-up with the ambulance?
Yes, they're sending everybody to General Hospital instead of splitting up with Mercy.
Give me a phone. We'll sit there.
Right over here.
I'm going to stay here and see if I can...
Good, thank you.
Somebody help us. You're right. Well, they say he's going to be all right.
Well, I get to getting involved in local politics.
Come on, lady. All right, Mr. Phillips, we're moving out into the corridor now.
Okay, we go along. I'd like to go...
Stay out of the way. Right. All right. I have men checking into the situation. I just don't have any answers.
Well, that's the least of our problems right now. The man.
Sir, thank you very much. Commissioner, can you tell us what's happening here? What do you understand?
We're battling to keep things under control.
Well, Commissioner, it seems to be you're losing the battle. Come on, guys, let's go look for something. Thank you.
You all right?
Yes, I just wanted you to know that as soon as this is over, we're going right back to the DA's office so I can deliver my confession.
But I want more police down here for crowd control. On the double.
Commissioner Scorpio, excuse me one second. Have you heard any news from the accident site?
The fire's been contained and all the injured evacuated.
Thank you very much, Commissioner.
Oh, come in. I understand there was quite a mess down there.
Yes, a miracle there were no fatalities.
Tell me about Lee. Is he going to be all right?
He was going into surgery as we left.
There will be lawsuits.
I've got to establish the cause first. The preliminary report seems to indicate a gas main, but I guess that's up to the fire department.
Well, I'll tell you one thing about those guys down there. When they get on it, they'll come up with some answers fast.
Less choices to make, though, wouldn't you say?
Oh, absolutely. Unlike solving death by mysterious circumstances. Ever want to be a fireman, Robert?
Life could be simpler.
Yeah, unless, of course, your wife turns out to be a mad arsonist.
There's a thought.
I think we should pick up where we left off. Not that I'm making light of the City Hall explosion, of course.
All I know is a nasty business.
I believe we were talking about our own nasty business.
Yes, you were about to tell me something.
I have some information on Beatrice's death. I work at the spa, you know, and, well, I was pretty close to Beatrice.
Did she tell you something?
Not exactly. She found out something about me. Well, I suppose what I'm trying to say is...
Excuse me, sir. You said you wanted to see this the moment it came in.
Oh, thank you, thank you. Excuse me, Holly, but this is that final autopsy report I was waiting for. Do you mind if I scan it?
Well, actually, what I was going to tell you...
She doesn't
relates
mind
to
waiting,
that-
no.
Okay.
What is it?
See for yourself.
What do you know?
What is it?
According to the final autopsy report, Beatrice did not die of a drug overdose.
Well, what was the cause of death?
Allergic reaction to one of the drugs administered.
The heart medication.
The last one uncovered.
You mean none of the sedatives?
Had anything to do with it?
That's right. Now we're looking for the one who administered the heart medication.
Incredible.
Now, Holly, you were saying.
Oh, it was nothing anyway. Obviously, you've got more important things in your mind anyway. We can talk later.
I'll get started on the new investigation first thing in the morning.
Well, let me know how it goes.
You'll be the first. Come on, darling.
Thank you very much for your time. We'll
Yes.
talk later.
Mm-hmm.
Goodbye.
Bye.
I told you to wait. I told you something would come along.
You know, I almost feel disappointed.
Please.
I know, it sounds weird, doesn't it?
Downright bizarre. Unless, of course, you're after a job opportunity in the state pen.
No, I don't know how I feel. It's just that, well, what I went through, preparing myself to face the penalty for my crimes.
You sound like some hard-done actress who's just been cheated from the role of a lifetime.
Maybe.
Forgive me, but you were totally miscast.
Meaning what?
Well, miscast in this particular drama. You see, I see you as more the mischief maker type. However, it doesn't mean to say I condone the mischief you were making in the massage room.
you have any idea how I worked myself up for this confession?
And then
It was agony.
blessed relief came your way, huh?
Did you think it was going to work out like this?
I hoped for a miracle. I really wasn't sure what, but I figured that the longer they took with the autopsy report, the better our chances.
I promise I'll never get in trouble again.
Well, at least don't ask for it.
Well, I wouldn't do that. I've had enough.
However, if you ever feel tempted, you will tell me about it, won't you?
If I'm ever tempted, I will tell you about it, yes.
I was so close to losing you.
Yes, you were.
I don't know what I would have done.
Oh, you'd have found some other girl.
Never.
That's what they will say.
All right, now listen carefully. Because you're not going to hear this again for quite a while.
I'm all ears.
Holly Scorpio, I love you.
And I love you. You know, though, there is one problem.
What's that?
You're going to have to start your investigation all over again.
Yeah. Somebody slipped her that drug. It wasn't one of her own.
Could have been any one of your current suspects, or it could have been somebody new.
Maybe.
I wonder who.
So do I, but we'll wonder about it some other time.